simple, man. Thank you for watching. So sorry that I've been a little MIA lately. I was recently just in Canada visiting Derek, and we were like running all around Toronto and London, and we had no time to make videos. And I know that I haven't made a video in a while, and I feel really bad about it. So I asked you guys on Instagram for video topics and things that you wanted me to talk about, and I got a couple ideas, and I will be talking about those things the next week. And what I wanted to talk about today was how quickly you should lose weight on a plant-based diet, because I see a lot on Tumblr, Facebook, in our Facebook group, on Instagram, just questions that I get from girls saying like, okay, I'm this weight, I started this day, I am doing the starch solution, how much weight do you think I can lose in 30 days? And I think that people have unrealistic expectations, right? Because we see all these fad diets and all of, you know, these like crazy transformations all the time of celebrities and people going on like Weight Watchers and whatnot, and they lose like 30 pounds in 3 months and look fabulous, right? But the thing that you need to think about is losing weight on a plant-based diet, at least, you know, eating intuitively, eating as much as you want, and, you know, working out a little bit, just doing what makes you feel good, and listening to your body, practicing self-love, all the things that we promote. It's very, very simple to lose weight. And the reason for that is because everything is just naturally flowing. Like, you really don't have to try super hard. So it's not like you're on a diet. I think, you know, that a perfect amount of weight to lose week to week would be about half a pound to a pound. And people like look at me when I say that and they're just like, it's gonna take me forever. And when you really, really think about it, it's not, because over time, you know, you're eating as much as you want, you're eating healthy foods, all the foods that you enjoy, like you can even eat like vegan junk food every once in a while, not depriving yourself, not being on a diet or working out like crazy or like calorie restricting or anything like that. And the weight will just naturally come off. And I know that people like want everything yesterday, and so did I. Like when I started on the starch solution last July and I was 188 pounds, I did my 3-month update, and I remember being so upset because I was like, I only lost 19 pounds. I lost 19 pounds in the first 3 months. So I was like upset about it because I was thinking that's, you know, a pound and a half, I think it was a pound and a half or something a week, thinking, oh, I could have done so much better and all of this, and like it's just not that big of a transformation. But it really is. Like 19 pounds in 3 months is a lot of weight. And in the beginning, you know, a lot of people, what happens is they'll weigh themselves and they'll be like, they'll have these unrealistic expectations that they're gonna lose 10 pounds every single month or something like that. And they lose 10 pounds the first week because they're losing all of this water, you know, excess fluid in their body. And the reason that I don't think people should ever weigh themselves is because when you look at all the variables that come into play that regard your weight on a day-to-day basis, it can change drastically. You can weigh a 5, 7, 10 pound difference on a day-to-day basis, not even gaining an ounce of body fat, because the atmospheric pressure can differ, like the humidity in the air, your body's water weight, how much air and like oxygen you're holding inside of your body. There's so many different things, and people don't take that into account. You know, especially if like you're working out, people will start working out and then they'll weigh more the next day. And they're like, how did I go for a 20-mile bike ride and I weigh more the next day? And it's because your body is holding on to more water, more reserves, things that it needs to repair your muscles. The thing that I always tell people is don't weigh yourself. In the last year, I have weighed myself 4 times. And the only reason that I weighed myself was because I had dropped a pant size or 2, and I was just curious, like, how much weight have I lost? I wonder. And I stepped on the scale and I was always just blown away because I never ever weighed myself. And I know people, especially like in our group, they'll weigh themselves every day or every week and expect a certain number. So your expectation is there, and when you don't meet that, then you totally just fall off the wagon and go eat whatever. So go by how your clothes are fitting you. And then, you know, maybe every 2 or 3 months, when you're curious, weigh yourself. You can also take measurements, things like that, and go by that. But I really think that it's very detrimental to weigh yourself, especially week to week. Maybe if you do it every month, that would be like the most that I would recommend anyone weighing themselves. So yeah, just from my personal experience, I've lost about 1 pound a week in the last year. And when you don't weigh yourself every week, you don't notice it. You know, you notice it by how your clothes fit and how you feel and things like that, and how you look in the mirror. But you're not so focused on the number, and I think that that is what makes it so much more sustainable. And then when you actually do weigh yourself, you're like shocked, because how did I lose all this weight? You know, you're not so focused on weight loss that it is becoming you, and you feel like you're on this restrictive diet. Because when you try and control all the factors inside of your life to make yourself lose weight, it's not going to happen as naturally, and it's not going to happen as easily, and it's going to actually keep you in an overweight state because you're trying so hard to become something that you're not, which is just saying that I am not happy the way that I am now. And I know if you watch my video on the law of attraction, how to use it to lose weight, I'll post the link below, but I think that it's just a huge factor in it. So when you're not weighing yourself, you're not focused on it, you're just happy, you feel good, you're happy with the way that you're eating healthy foods, you're living a healthy lifestyle, you're, you know, moving your body the way that you want to, and it's all just happening like in this perfect rhythm, perfectly. And over time, you're gonna look back in a year and you're gonna be, oh my gosh, I lost 50 pounds. How did that even happen? Because that's exactly what happened to me. Like, when you're not so focused on it, you look back and you think, wow, 20 weeks went by? How did all this time go by? How did I lose all this weight? I feel like I have done nothing. And that's what I always tell people. I'm just like, I feel like I haven't done anything, because I eat the foods that I love to eat. I move how I want to move. I sleep well. I feel great. I have just the best mood and energy I've ever had in my entire life, and I don't struggle anymore with, you know, addictions and like binging and trying to make myself do all the things that I thought would help me lose weight, because your body knows best. So just eat healthy foods and do what feels good, and it will all just happen so naturally in the most beautiful, like harmonious way ever. So that's my advice. Perfect scenario would be, you know, you don't weigh yourself at all. But I know that people are curious from time to time, and it's totally fine to weigh yourself every few months. But just don't be focusing on that number. Focus on how you feel, how, you know, your fitness is getting better. Just focus on eating healthy foods and being the healthiest person that you can be, and everything will work out perfectly. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any video ideas or questions or things that you want me to talk about, please leave them in the comments below, and I will be getting them to them soon. I'm going to be making more videos. I've just been really, really busy, and I'm trying to put out as much as I can, but still make it, you know, higher quality and informational, and not just what I eat every single day, because I know that that gets really boring and I get sick of making videos like that. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments, and I will see you later.